Good morning, everyone. If I look tired, we are not talking about it, okay? We're not talking about it because it was a long day yesterday, and today I had to be up for a meeting at 7 o'clock. A meeting at 7 o'clock. That is only ever a meeting for a project that has started at the house. I'm calling this phase 2 now because there are two kind of projects that we've been waiting for to start, and this project has started first. But actually, I think there's going to end up being 4 phases. So this phase that has started is the garden, the huge garden, like zhuzh, I'm going to say, because we're not like completely redoing the garden because I think it's so beautiful around here. It doesn't need too much done to it. But what we want to do is make the sociable areas a lot more sociable and just finish them a lot a lot more beautifully, basically. Also make things more in keeping with the area and also safer, first and foremost. So our garden renovation zhuzh has started today. It's going to be about 9 weeks, but they've said that it's going to be done for Christmas. So fingers crossed, famous last words, but fingers crossed. The main part, I don't really mind as long as it's ready for summer next year. Other than that, I don't really mind. It's also not going to hugely disrupt my kitchen garden, so that's really good as well. It means that I've still got my little haven, and that's all done and dusted. So then after that, we are hoping to tackle guest bedrooms and bathrooms and some tidbits around the house that need finishing off, like getting the from the anvil handles up here, which if there is one way that I would say that you can add real character to your home, it's definitely changing the handles. I think that handles in a home are almost like an unsung hero, because if you look at the handles that we've got at the moment, let me show you. These are the handles that we have at the moment. They just don't set the tone for the house at all. But if I take you downstairs and show you the other handle, you'll see how incredible they look. Example A, complete with my little door tassels that I added. I got these from, I think I ordered these from Time, but they're from like the Columbia Collective, I think. We got a few different colours, but just look. I'm sorry, but these are an unsung hero. Look at the difference that it gives these doors. I'm very, very happy. So yes, we've got to change the handles on the upstairs. We also need to tackle the upstairs bathroom. And then that's 2 floors complete, other than Ali's dressing room, which I haven't told you about either. We're currently trying to decide between colours, but that's going to be a really spectacular room. So I'm going to take you outside, show you what's been happening today, and show you what's like going to be happening. And obviously the other phases that will start after that is the main, like the lower ground floor. So that the lower ground floor will be the final pièce de résistance on the house, I think. I've got a lot to do today. So meeting is done. Take you outside, show you what's happening in the garden, and then autumn install with Gemma. It's going to be the first section because obviously with Brexit there's been so many issues. Like, I've been ordering things from overseas quite a bit, and everything is like being held. So I've got something currently that's being held at customs, and I don't know when. It's been there since like the 24th of August. I don't know when I'm going to get it. So she's a little bit like, her pots have been delayed. So we're going to do some of the install today and some of the install next week. And that is the plan of the day, basically. So the house is going to be all refreshed by next week for autumn as well. So inside my house will be normal. I think outside it's going to be carnage for a while. There's going to be a lot of ripping out. They've already started taking up the patio. It's going to be a hot mess before it is hot, but it's going to be so worth it. I'm honestly so excited about this. Also washed my hair this morning as well. Taking extra care of it at the moment because I am going to be getting my hair done next week, but I'll obviously take you along with me for that as well. I have to go downstairs because I've got some bits to do for work, like watching my video, and I also have probably my favourite haul of the autumn winter months to do with you, so we're going to get into it. But I've got some boxes, and they are from Intimissimi. Now, I'm in my 3rd year as an Intimissimi ambassador, and I'm working with them on so many other things now as well, which is so lovely. And I always remember because we announced my ambassadorship the week after links went missing. But I'm an incredibly proud ambassador as well. I love the company. Obviously, it's an Italian company. The craftsmanship of their products is second to none. The fabrics, the quality, I honestly get more excited now about my Intimissimi parcels than I think anything else, if I'm being completely honest. So I've got 2 boxes here, a little bit of an autumnal underwear and pajama refresh, and without further ado, we're gonna get into the boxes. But of course, and I know that so many of you message me, like during the months, you're like, Lydia, have you got an Intimissimi discount code? I have an Intimissimi discount code, it's Lydia30. It will get you 30% off online and in store up until the 15th of September. So don't message me after that. If you want to use my discount code, you've got to use it now. And you can stock up on anything, whether it's more sleepwear. I would also strongly suggest stocking up on their base layers. I wear them every year. Get them now, because I guarantee you'll regret it otherwise. They're like these super fine, like cashmere blend base layers. So if you like wearing dresses and things like that, but you don't want to feel bulky, stock up now. Anyway, let's get into the boxes. So first and foremost, oh, this colour palette is so me, you have no idea. So first up, I have some new bras. And I wanted to note that a lot of their bras go up to bigger sizes. So make sure that you check on the bra that you're looking at if you want bigger sizes. And also if you get confused about which cup size that you should take, definitely try speaking to someone, because that's probably going to be the best advice. I know quite a few of you message me about your bra size and I don't know. So it's definitely better to message them. But look at this colour. This is literally like the colour of my branding, and obviously I have a new cup size now, so I didn't want to go and buy loads and loads of new lingerie all at once. So I've been kind of saving myself for my little Intimissimi drops, and this colour, when I saw this, I was like, I need every shape, every style. This is a beautiful, almost kind of like balconette style bra, which I find really, really flattering. Oh, that's like, that fit, the absolute dream on my boobs then. Obviously, I'm going to try these on with you, but it comes in the balconette style, which is like this. Beautiful kind of slightly richer sage green. This is the sage green set on. I've popped the balconette bra on because obviously slightly more covered for you when viewing this, but this is probably my favourite set. This colour, oh, and it's got that real freshness of like spring, summer, but carrying it into autumn, winter as well, with the depth and the kind of muddiness of the sage. I love how flattering this is, the craftsmanship of this bra. It literally fits me the dream. Like, I actually could not find a bra that fit me more perfectly than this, and it's comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing with Intimissimi lingerie, is that it's comfortable. So I get to look lovely and feel lovely in their lingerie, but I'm still comfortable under like soft cashmere or whatever. It just feels like this could easily be non-underwired. And for me, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my lingerie. I want to feel supported. I want to feel lovely, but I also want to be comfy. I could wear this with tracksuit bottoms and still feel like I'm not wearing anything, which is the absolute dream. So yes, I will link these down below. And then we have my favorites, the triangle bras. These ones are like just the most comfortable. And one thing, obviously, since my surgery is, I said to you that the surgeon basically warned me that I might be a little bit kind of saggier than, he obviously used better words than that, but a little bit kind of softer and saggier than I was before. So I do need a little bit more support now. And I know that that's kind of a misconception that can often be that all people that have enhanced boobs don't need support, but obviously I now do. I need a little bit of support, not huge amounts, but a little bit, just because they do tend to kind of go everywhere now. But for comfort, these are supportive and comfortable. I can wear these to bed if I want to. And the lace, the Italian lace that Intimissimi uses is just stunning. So we've got those 2 bra silhouettes. Then we have a plethora of beautiful brief styles. So I went for this one, which is kind of more of like a lace French knicker. Obviously I will pop these on. And then we've got more of like a sort of standard brief. So whatever you fancy. I definitely prefer wearing like fuller underwear underneath my dresses, but then obviously if I'm wearing some trousers, which is not that often these days, I will go for something a little bit skimpier. But autumn winter, I feel like autumn winter is like big pant month. So those are the sage bits. In fact, I'm going to show you some of the pajamas as well, because I have been eagerly, oh my gosh, you are going to lose your mind. This is English country grandmother goals. If you're in the market for a beautiful silk robe like this, I'm going to steam this and pop it on. Honestly, like, look at the beautiful floral pattern on here. And it matches perfectly with my underwear. So I've got a little set there, which I'm definitely going to shoot this for IG, because I love this colourway so much. It looks so nice in here. As you'll know, I love a silk robe, and this is absolutely no different. So I'm obsessed, absolutely obsessed. I want this in, I'm going to put it out there into the universe now, Intimissimi people. I would really love this in like a full pajama set. I would love this in a longer one. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. So that's one set. Now you're going to have to excuse me on this one being a little bit wrinkled, but you'll see that later on in the video I basically wore it to death. I've already worn it so much, so this was actually in the wash, but I wanted to show you it on. So this is a slightly shorter silk robe, and it has a matching nightie as well, which is longer. I hope one day they'll do this beautiful print in a long line version as well, but I love it. It's so beautiful, so like garden inspired, but still with those beautiful green tones. And the nightie literally could be worn as a dress as well, so I'll show you that on, but I love this. Now we're moving on to the ivory styles. So we have a number of different, oh my gosh, this is actually gorgeous. Oh, so many different styles. So we'll go with the kind of less supportive of such. So this is a beautiful, it's still underwired, but more of a triangle bra. This is like barely there, bridal style jewelry. Like this is eyelash, Italian eyelash lace, and you just know how gorgeous that would look layered under a crisp white shirt. You don't really get more bridal than this. Oh my goodness, the eyelash lace is so delicate. So delicate, in fact, I have popped one of my Intimissimi nude triangle bras underneath just to retain my modesty here. So if you can see that, this is actually a really delicate sheer lace, which is perfect for undershirts. Anything that you just want that little bit more sexiness added to it perhaps, but also wedding days. Like this is the perfect wedding day set I think that I've ever seen, and again the briefs are super flattering, they fit so well, so comfortable, and this is actually a triangle bra with some support with the underwire underneath as well, so you still get that sort of like support if that is something that you're looking for. But oh my goodness, the dream. Absolutely love that. Then we've got a slightly more like everyday wear triangle style bra, no underwire this one, so this is really going to be the most comfortable, a little bit more like a crop as well. Again, great for layering under shirts. If you just like a little peep of lace, absolutely beautiful. So I've gone for the typical triangle bra with this set, and when I tell you this is literally like wearing nothing but still having that kind of there's very mild support with triangle bras, but they're keeping everything where it should be. It's comfortable and it's beautiful, and this has a little bit more modesty to it as well, which I really like. So if you did want a little peek of lace under a shirt or something like that, but you don't want it to go super low as well, then this gives you almost like a bit of a crop top feel, which I really love. And then I've gone for the briefs, and this almost feels a bit lacy but also a bit crochet-y, so a little bit boho vibes, which I love. And this one is slightly more padded, so if you're in the market for some more padding, this style is going to be your best friend, but it doesn't mean you have to compromise without the lace sort of detailing as well. So absolutely love that as well, although I never really tend to go for padding, just because I don't. Then this one is zero padding, underwired, but more of a crop top. So this is the kind of thing, like on holiday, you know, you can get away with wearing these as tops on their own, because I literally think that they look so beautiful and structured. And the cups obviously beautiful structured cups, great for layering and just looking beautiful underclothing. And finally, we have a very typical and elegant balconette bra. That is absolutely beautiful. And then to go with everything, obviously another plethora of briefs and styles. We've got the more typical sort of knicker brief style there. Then we have this beautiful, this is so bridal. I love this, so bridal. Beautiful thong, very skimpy thong, which is what I would probably wear with trousers or something like that, or on the wedding night. And slightly more coverage from this, but this is almost like, this is kind of seam free. So this is lace underwear with that seam free detailing so that you don't get a VPL, so that's quite good. I really like that design detail. And a slightly more fuller thong, so not the sort of stringy style, this is more of a fuller thong, again with that seam free detailing to that as well, so really good. And to go with the most gorgeous maxi robe, like this again for brides and bridal stuff. This lace panel is just super sexy and beautiful. So you can wear it for bridal stuff or you can wear it around your house. I love a silk robe, as you know, especially a maxi one. This one's the longest one I've actually got, and that's going to go lovely with those pieces as well. If you are on the hunt for a beautiful silk robe for your wedding, or if you're just a fancy pants like me and you like wearing silk robes, then you are going to love the detail on this. Look at that. Oh, the matching pajamas. I've got it all on. I've got the underwear, I've got the pajamas, I've got the robe, and it is perfection. Oh, and we have some more bits and pieces from the fashion collection in this box. So this I thought I would get so much wear out of. It's unbelievable. This is sort of like a nightie, but it's in a beautiful jersey material. Very soft, very comfortable, still with some lovely design details. But I thought wearing this, even just like, you know, when you're having one of those lazy days but still want to feel quite nice and feminine, I definitely feel like pajamas are definitely quite more, well, to me they feel a bit more masculine. So something like this is quite lovely and soft. I feel like it's doing a disservice to say that this is a nightie, because this is pretty much a dress. It's just like a jersey dress. I love the detail and the sort of fit of the bust area, but it's super comfortable because it's this jersey material, nice and sort of cool when you have those hotter times and those kind of transitional times. But I love this because it could very easily just be a dress. So in those days when I'm having a lazy Sunday or something, I don't feel bad walking around the house dressed like this. I feel like I look very presentable still. So very beautiful and so comfortable. Aha, we have the nightgown version to go with the robe. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'd literally wear this as a dress. I guess that's the whole point of the fashion collection, because it's just, yeah, that's the fabric of this is so beautiful. Nice botanical floral styles. And again, sorry if this is looking a little bit creased, but you will see that I wear this pretty much to death later on in the video. So yeah, this is the nightie version of the green, sagey green print with the florals on, but really nice delicate florals. This is so gorgeous. Imagine wearing this with a blazer. Like, this is literally outerwear. I love it. Super soft. I've already slept in it, so I can confirm that it's a really beautiful set. And I was wearing it and my stepmom came around. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe your pajamas. I was like, I know. I feel like I look like I'm ready to go out. And then we have a very beautiful short and cami set as well for some pajamas. And again, this goes with the robe, which I thought was very lovely. And in this kind of eyelash lace story, there is also the pajama set as well. Perfect bridal pajama set. Also really good for like hen parties or anything like that. The most exquisite Italian silk and lace that I have ever come across. It is honestly So gorgeous. I wish I had these on my wedding day because they are so, so beautiful. And of course they come with the matching dramatic robe. So I will pop all of the links to the Intimissimi pieces in the description box down below. I'll also put my code. Remember that my code is in store as well. So if you happen to be passing an Intimissimi store, there is obviously many throughout London, which is really easy to just kind of pop in, get a feel for things. You can use my code in store as well. So you're not limited. If you want to pick up something online, if you want to pick up something in store, you can do that. I would always suggest just picking up those cashmere base layers. Personally, I'm doing my own order as well, so I'll add a link to those in the description box down below. I generally tend to go for the more skin-coloured ones so that they're quite like invisible underneath my dresses, just if I happen to wear something a bit more sheer. So those are the pieces that I got in my haul. Definitely my favourite haul of the season. Looking forward to cozy vibes, and I'll link everything in the description box down below. So we are saying goodbye to this area of the garden today, and all of this is going to be moved. I'm actually going to be sending off our cushions to be reupholstered as well, and we are already saying goodbye to parts of the garden. So as you can see over there, where Neil and Pete have started working, we've taken down the rose arch and relocated the rose itself. We've been kindly loaned Neil and Pete from our friend Charlie, but work has already begun. They're taking back the walls and taking everything out. It's going to be kind of like a rip out stage for the beginning, but I'll give you a better tour later. All of the dogs are playing together over here. Yes, I'm there. Oh my gosh, the ivy. Oh wow. You know Gemma is in the house when your hallway looks like this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I love these.
I'm glad I brought them. You didn't bring them.
You always say that. Oh wow. Oh, I love. Yes, yes, yes. So as inspired by my viewing of Persuasion, I literally sent screen grabs to Gemma straight away. I was like, we need to do these bundles. I'd like to have one kind of in this basket here. I've got a new antique, what's it called, umbrella stand coming that I got from Etsy, so that's going to be going there. So it's going to be slightly richer, and then this will contrast nicely, and then this is going to look so nice. But we're just going through and sorting out where things are going to go, because some places are going to have ferns, some places are going to have dried, and yeah, we're just going to sort of place things and decide what we're doing. So we've decided that we're going to start in the living room. You're going to have to bear with the noise, because as you can see, we are having our walls ripped out in the front. These are all going to be good flower beds, and then we're going to be knocking through here, so everything's kind of coming off, but you're going to have to bear with the noise, and we are going to start zhuzhing this room for autumn.
So in that picture you sent me, it's like quite a moody one with lots of this. It had that and...
Yeah, we'll just try everything, yeah. I know, you're laughing at my tripod.
Do you not have a tripod?
I do, but it's just such an effort. Yeah. Like, it really is. It's always such an effort to just like, to put it on.
It's also how you've got it literally right on the corner.
Yeah. I'm going to get another one.
Another glass?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take a photo of this.
There we go. My fantastic tripod.
Okay.
So, what would you say to start off with?
So once you've decided on what container you want to use, I would suggest not using chicken wire in a dried arrangement.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
it's really hard to get
it out. Really hard. Once you'll get the structure in, and then once you've kind of got the first bits in, you then won't be able to get anything out. And then starting off with the kind of bigger, more structural elements. So the teasels and the, what are we calling this? Which I thought was ame, but not.
Hogweed.
Hogweed, beautiful.
I like the name hogweed. It sounds like something from like medieval times.
Okay.
Like a hog roast.
Hogweed.
Yeah, yeah.
Lovely.
I really like hogweed, especially. I actually like hogweed when it's dried out, but obviously, as I mentioned in my previous video, only take the shorter ones, not the long ones. These are the shorter ones, so don't worry.
Okay, learning something new. Ooh. Okay, so you're going to start by creating a structure. So I would say, as we always do in here, we're going to go sort of asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of going to flow upwards and sort of be more compact here but closer, and then a bit more wild on this side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you necessarily need to kind of spiral.
Yeah.
Gosh.
This is more about like shape, isn't
Yes.
it? Like the irregularity of the shape.
And it's not about kind of having it perfect in terms of, you know, florist technique and making sure it's all kind of, you know, following the sort of spiral technique. It's about creating something wild so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So again, kind of creating that feel. And I think with dried arrangements, you can just go as wild as you want to. You don't have to worry about looking perfect. So actually it's quite like a liberating arrangement to do, I suppose.
Porter. 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 Good boy. Off. Thank you. Oh, it's so cute. He's sat next to you.
I didn't get that one.
Don't worry. I'll just get them off him.
I think I can give him that I know won't end up with skins. What, did you not like that bit?
It's because they're making the noise.
Because you want the sort of the stems on the outside to have space.
Yes.
So then you can actually, you know how it looks so nice against the black.
Yeah, I grabbed my phone because I want to get a picture of it next to the light.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. And I don't want it to look too like arrangement-y, especially this one. This is supposed to be like, but I mean.
I agree. Not too kind of, like an old-fashioned kind of dried arrangement.
So what would you say to people that like it's better for longer stems to go and like forage legally where you can, and then to buy these things to give it like tone and structure?
Yeah, I think so. So obviously we foraged the hogweed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get that in a box anyway, so that's not something we would send out. But I would say forage where you can for sure. Again, legally, take just for sort of your own use.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah.
And then add in the different sorts of textures to create that contrast with other bits.
Yeah.
So we've got the Helencho here, which is preserved. So
what do you call that?
Helencho.
Is that not bracken?
It's bracken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Helencho. Lovely.
But if you think about it, it's not beautiful, is it? But when it's arranged, I love it.
Yeah, I think I love it.
And this is preserved as well, so it will last ages. And I think to get something to look a bit more kind of, or less old-fashioned, it is a good idea just not to go in with like loads and loads of elements. To kind of keep it just maybe 3 different things if you want something to be quite, not too.
And this will give volume at the root so that it's not too like.
So you're allowing the hobby to create that space.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of the section that adds the depth and the texture.
Yeah.
And again, kind of trying to mirror that sort of asymmetrical shape.
Yeah.
Going a little bit further out on that side.
Yeah.
How's that looking from there?
Yeah, lovely.
Any areas that you want to... Oh, there we go. Is that better?
Yeah, lovely.
I mean, that's not going to win any floristry technique awards because I
think that's probably all rubbish nowadays. You create your... Like, that to me looks so lovely than when anything all, like, perfectly...
I agree.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, how it just...
Yeah.
Done that. Okay.
And just have a little bit kind of obscure because this looks quite...
Domey
and like full here, so I reckon if you lost those ones, I'm going to move that because I can.
And that one?
Yeah, I think that looks a bit...
Gives it a bit more space.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It looks arranged.
Yes.
So now it looks a little bit like there's just, yeah. We'll see.
No, I agree. I think it does look better.
You helping, Barkley Boo?
What do you think before I put it in?
I quite like it.
Do you?
Yeah, because you've got the green of the book as well. Yeah, just some touches of it.
Yeah.
Well, the amount of spiders in our house at the moment because we've not got cleaners. I'm gonna have to move out. They've built, this one's built like a 3-story mansion over here.
I didn't bring compost with me, hoping that you might have some, because I opened the bag and there were so many in there. Ugh. I couldn't have it. I just
Do you not
can't
like
have it in
spiders?
my car.
I don't know how you do your job, and because sometimes I'm like I could never.
I think if I'm doing something where it's high pressure and I have to get it done, I will just suck it up and just kind of. But this morning when I was loading the car and I just saw them, I thought, I can't drive here.
No, I would be exactly the same.
Oh. What are you thinking?
No, I really like the green. Well, it has been a busy day, and it really was not possible for Gemma and I to sort of vlog as we were going because the guys have been demolishing, rightly so, parts of the garden ready for obviously the glow up. So I thought I would show you the progress of day 1. My brain is not working today. When I'm this tired, my brain just doesn't work. But I'll show you day 1 of the garden zhuzh. Basically we started off by taking off these copings around here. So what is happening here is this wall is just, it feels a bit either unfinished and a bit redundant. So what we were going to do initially was we were going to close this up, but we're putting in a beautiful archway here, and the other archway is gone. And so it seems silly to take away the access. So what we're doing is we're just bringing the walls back to here. So the entrance will still be here. There'll be a lovely flower bed on this side as well, that kind of complements everything that's in here. And so you'll still be able to access, but it will just be a little bit different. So we were talking about how this is going to save money, and that's always my favourite thing when it comes to these kinds of things. But you'll also obviously see that they have removed the rows, and I actually, something about this, I'm like, I really quite like being able to see the wall more. It's like they tried to cover it, but now I actually, like, we've got the secret door there, we've got the espalier trees. Yeah, I don't know, I quite like it, but we'll see what they say when they come round. But obviously we're getting rid of all of the copings as well, and we're getting new copings. The thing that we've run into an issue with is our floor, because what we wanted to do was, oh my goodness, you are so dirty. Wondered why there was a haze on the screen. What we wanted to do was to create that feeling of inside and outside space. We've really struggled to match the floor to the one that we have inside. So at the moment we're still without our tiles for the floor, but we're hopefully going to have that sorted and tied up by next week so that we can just crack on. So here we have begun taking up the patio, and as you can see it is a crumbly mess, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. There is also going to be another flower bed here, so we're going to be losing some of this patio that's on the grass, and we're going to be adding in more of like a flower bed like down here, where you will see that we will also be coming in here. So we're going to have much more flower beds, much more greenery and borders. We've taken away the wall here because it was a bit sort of redundant, but the main part is here. We have begun to knock through to our new steps that will lead down to our outdoor kitchen. So the outdoor kitchen will be situated here. We are losing this path and relocating this path so that it comes in here. This is all going to be wildflower, and this will be steps down to this area. So outdoor kitchen will go here. We'll have a nice sort of oxenwood seating area here. Herb planters here. There's going to be a flower bed under here and a flower bed here as well, and also a flower bed there. There's flower beds everywhere, either side of these windows. Flower beds here, where you'll see the frothiness coming up over the windows, as well as we're going to be losing the olive trees because we feel like they don't necessarily work with the very typical English countryside vibe that we have here. So we're going to be putting in some crab apples that are canopied, which I am incredibly excited about. But Gemma and I are just finishing off what we've been able to do today, and then we are going to finish the other bits off when Gemma comes back on Tuesday. So we've got some pots to pot up and bits and pieces like that. We just haven't been able to do sort of a tutorial as such because it was just so noisy. They were literally drilling that bit through there as we were doing the arrangements. But I'm going to give you a full walkthrough afterwards when the house is tidy. I'm going to show you everything that we've been working on because it is beautiful, and I know that so many of you are going to want to get your hands on some of the... Ooh, sneak peek. It's me from earlier on in the video. I've just filmed my unboxing and I'm going to pop that in earlier, but yes, I'm wearing a new dress, another new dress. This is one from Amazon as well. This only has a button down to here, but I really liked the detail of this. I actually got it in the sort of grey chambray colour as well. This is the outfit of the day, and I am about to show you what we got up to in the house because I was so exhausted the other day that I just kind of crashed. So I'm going to show you a few little bits. There is more to come and more to happen, but I thought we could show you what we got up to. So this is the hallway table now, and we used so much wildflower in here. We've got these beautiful little daisies and like dried poppy heads. I love them, but I also love the addition of these leaves. So these are a kind of dried, preserved leaf that they have on Hello Petal that adds in some greenery that I actually love so much. Also, the poppy heads have got a nice bit of green in their stems still, but it's just a little bit wild and wonderful. But this is something else that I really like to do around this time of year, is adding some pheasant feathers to little pots and jars and things like that. This is such a great way to add richer tones as well. So I added a little bit of that there. We've got a little accent pot here, and this is kind of the setup for here, which again, Ali came in and said he thinks that this is his favorite that we've ever done. He says that every time now. But yes, the bedroom hasn't been done yet. That's going to be done on Tuesday because we need more supplies and bits and pieces. But like I said, we're very much going for this wildflower dried into autumn kind of style, and then we've got another sort of thing planned for Christmas, which is really lovely. But you can forage a lot of the pieces yourself if you live in areas where they are. Some of the items that we foraged locally, but all of the stuff in this is available on Hello Petal. So if you wanted to pick up the dried bits and pieces, you can do so there. These you can actually order on Amazon, but I often, well, most of these are also collected from where we live because we have a lot of pheasants. So generally, if you can just pick up feathers that have naturally dropped, that is the best thing to do. But if you want to achieve the same, you can order some little pheasant feather packs on Amazon too. This bit here is probably my favourite section of the house. This is obviously fully inspired by Persuasion. This beautiful bundle of wheat, all irregular, nothing too uniform. It looks so gorgeous in there. I am utterly obsessed. We've actually got a new antique umbrella stand coming, which I found on Etsy. So this is going to be changing so that it's not wicker on wicker, but this little vignette, this little corner here is so lovely. And then into the kitchen, something a little bit more minimal than there was. So we've got a similar arrangement in here. Again, dried poppies from... This has got actually quite a lot of a mix. This is dried poppies, these little dried daisies. We have bracken and the green leaves as well. These are all from Hello Petal, but then the dried hogweed and teasels are what we basically foraged ourselves from around here because we really wanted to get this kind of floral element in here, this wildflower feeling. And I've used an antique pickle pot, which I love, and we've scattered a few leaves on the table just to make it look a little bit imperfect, basically. And then on the island, we've used our beautiful wooden dish, and we've popped some bundles of dried lavender in here. We think this actually looks, it's just thrown in there. You can just buy these bundles from Hello Petal and just pop them in like a dough bowl, which you can get from a lot of antique stores. But we had this one, so I thought rather than buying something new, I think this looks really lovely on here as well. We've also used a few little jam pots that I picked up from Setu, and we've popped in the little dried poppy seeds up there, again alongside some antique pots and things like that, just to change up the look a little bit. And through into the living room, which is by far my favourite. This room just is so dramatic with all of the bits and pieces that we do in here, but this arrangement here, we've gone for some really lovely and statement hogweed in this particular arrangement with some teasels, and then again pieces from Hello Petal, so the dried bracken, the preserved bracken, sorry, I absolutely love. These green leaves and just some little decorative, light and fluffy dried pieces. Popped alongside some antique books on top of the antique Louis Vuitton trunk. This is just gorgeous. As an accent, we popped some bracken in a little terracotta pot that I got from Daylesford as well on this little centre puff here. Again, antique books, bits and pieces like that. And then we have this section over here. I definitely need to find something to fill this area, just something lower, maybe like a dish or something, but we've just gone for some hogweed. So this was foraged and not on Hello Petal. We just foraged this locally, but we just wanted that lovely accent view into this room. And then into Mr. Millen Gordon's office, we have these, and I actually can't remember what she said these are, but they look very lovely. I think we need to find a different pot, but they look very lovely on Mr. Millen Gordon's desk. He always has a little waft of foliage on here, and it looks really lovely.
I do like that a lot.
Yeah, we just need to get you a different pot, I think. Something different.
It's not bad, it's...
No, but I think that we can do something. It's a bit too cool toned for everything that's on your desk, personally. I think we can get you something a little bit more antique-y. And this is the upstairs hallway. Ignore the soil sieve that I've got there. I got these ages ago. I've got a big one as well. And I got them from Setu, but I've never sort of styled them up anywhere, but I don't think they're supposed to go there. Bless you! This lavender is not supposed to be in here. I've just popped it in there for now whilst we wait to find its home. This is actually just supposed to be these wheat bits here. And then some of these gorgeous preserved birch leaves, which go this gorgeous orange colour and are so effective for bringing that kind of autumnal cozy feel in. And then over here, I've just popped a little sprig of feathers and some antique books that I ordered from Etsy in this gorgeous green tone. I think they look really lovely. Just kind of perched there like that, but all coming together very, very well. Basically, antique books and things like that just work wonders. And it's so funny, we were talking about it, that last year I was like, absolutely no dried stuff. And then this year I'm very much on that dried vibe. But we still have my dressing room to finish off. We still have the bedroom and our bathroom, and I think the ensuite toilet. Oh, I have to show you the one downstairs and the wreath as well, just to show you what we got up to. This is the downstairs arrangement, again with the preserved birch leaves in this gorgeous orange, mixed in with some wildflower from where we live, but also these poppy heads from Hello Petal. Oh, and this urn is actually from Charles Ted Interiors, so I'll link that in the description box down below. Obviously this area is not yet decorated like the rest of the house, a bit too white and stark down here, but soon enough this will all take shape. And finally the wreath, which I actually love so much because it has the greenery mixed in with it. When it's too kind of dried and beige toned, it doesn't look right with the greenery that's around the home still. So now that we've got the green in there, this looks so lovely. I love it. Look at this little boy. Oh my goodness, we've come such a long way, Barkley. Look at you waiting and not trying to eat your brother's food. It's only taken, what, 9 months for us to get you out of that habit? You must have been eating all of the other doggies' foods. Look at him waiting. Such a good little Dobby. And I thought I would give you a final update on week 1 of the garden situation. We have relocated our Oxenwood furniture to just outside of the woodland. Yeah, they can't be on the patio anymore because of this. Oh, Lummy's site manager. She's checking out the Nicholson's guys' works, but basically we have broken ground for what I am calling the sausage dog swimming pool. This is going to be a swimming pool. No, I'm joking. This is going to be the first flower bed for this area here. So for the patio, this is going in just to soften the... Look at these two playing between there. Look at them. These two are so funny together. Shall I let you out, Lummy? Here, Lulu. 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 Come on. Under you go. Good girl, good girl. There we go. So this is all cordoned off because we don't want any sausage dogs falling in the swimming pool. But this is all starting to come up now. And this is going to have a beautiful border of flowers and just really soften this. And then we're having a lantern roof put on this light well to make it extra safe but also beautiful. We're getting new coping stones, and of course they have started to dig up the patio. This will all be dug up. There hasn't been too much more achieved with the breaking through the wall. This is what they did yesterday to break through. We've taken away this wall here, but we have also started taking up this patio, which is only laid on sand, and taking up this area here because this is all going to be wildflower turf, as well as this area here. And I don't know if I've told you, but you will be pleased to know that Mr. Millen Gordon is getting his shed. Oh yes, a very, very beautiful shed at that as well. It's going to have oak frames to it. It's going to be clad in a beautiful kind of grain board. It's going to be organised in the way that Mr. Millen Gordon would like it to be organised, with his bins separate to his shed. There'll be a special bin store for it. So yes, we're still waiting for final designs of that and final designs of the outdoor kitchen, which is going to go down here. It has been a very, very exciting first week of work, and I'm so glad that it's happening now, because it's like the end of summer. I think if this was like at the beginning of summer or midway through, I would have felt like I was being like robbed of my garden. But now it's all going to come together. It's going to be done for Christmas, and we've got 1 week already under our belt. So that's like, they've said about 9 weeks for the whole project. So we should have it finished by Christmas, which would be lovely. We are still just trying to finalise our patio and what we're going to go for. It's such a shame that we've not been able to go for the sort of blending of the inside-outside space. But hopefully whatever we have will be really, really beautiful. So all good. Ali has just popped out with his friend Billy, and I'm going to make myself some dinner. Nothing from the kitchen garden today. I'm actually making full use. You would have seen that I ordered some pasta evangelists on my Ocado shop, and I had no idea that they did gluten-free, so they've sent me some of their gluten-free pasta. This is gluten-free penne with ragu alla bolognese. And I love that they even suggest, like, they have their perfect wine pairing. And I love how quick and easy this is. It's literally 2 to 3 minutes for the pasta, and just warming basically the pasta sauce in another pan and then sprinkle with cheese. So well done to Pasta Evangelist for doing gluten-free first and foremost. I wonder if they do gluten-free at their Harrods restaurant, because Ali and I often go and eat there at Christmas time when we do our Christmas shopping trip. And I wonder if they do it there. They'll have to let me know, because this is my first ever delivery of Pasta Evangelist. And I love it because it's artisan pasta. Everything is like fresh, and it's so quick, so quick. Pasta water. Now, it sends me 2 portions of pasta. So if you wanted to like have 1 portion, but it only sends 1 pouch of sauce. So I think I'm going to just cook both, and then if Ali gets home later and wants some, he can have it. And there's also a little parmigiano pot in there as well. Safe and fresh. Sugo. Va bene? Not for puppy dogs. Not for puppy dogs. Not for puppy doggies. All on a Saturday night. So fresh pasta is very, very easy to overdo. It said 2 to 3 minutes. I did 2 minutes just. I think I probably could have done less than that. That's cooked so quickly, oh my goodness. I like my pasta al dente. It looks just like my nonna made it. But yes, definitely edge on the, is it air on the edge of caution? Because this fresh pasta cooks so quickly. Good morning, everyone. I am up and dressed. We are heading for something very, very exciting today. We're heading to Blenheim Palace for the Salon Privé, and I am very much looking forward to this. It's kind of a mix of classic cars, supercars, and like newly released cars. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna get to have a glimpse of a very, very lovely, the new Range Rover when we're there. Obviously I've seen it, but I would love to have a sort of look around there as well. But I'm also hoping to see lots of lovely classic cars as well, because Ali and I both love a good classic. My outfit of the day is this, I think this dress is about 3 or 4 years old. It's a Zimmermann dress. It is probably one of the most flattering dresses, and do you know what? I'm annoyed at myself because it was in my white dress cupboard, which is this one here, and I completely forgot so many times that I've got this lovely dress. So I actually dusted it off yesterday. I went to London with Lauren. So it was a wonderful evening. We had dinner and drinks until very late, and I ended up getting home very, very, very late. And actually I met a really lovely chap on the train. He was a young guy. It was actually his 17th birthday that day. And he was a performing arts student, and he just started working at McDonald's, and we chatted all the way home. So it made the long journey, which it is at that time. Usually it's about a half an hour train, but it was a very, very long journey at the time that I was heading home. And it made it go a lot quicker. I got to hear about all of the things that he got up to. It was very nice. But little bit delicate today. I messaged Lauren. I was like, oh, it's going to be a tough one. But I'm wearing this Zimmermann dress, obviously, as I said, which is an oldie but a goldie. It's completely backless, but has this shirt dress feel to the front of it, and it's one of my favourites. I'm so glad that I've still got it, and I don't think I'll ever throw this away because this white linen sort of shape is just a bit of a classic. Then I've got a Holland Cooper blazer on, Hermes belt, bag, and Ralph Lauren shoes, and a little twilly as well. And I've freshly washed my hair, and it's all ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is, I'm getting my hair done. I'm cutting it all off. Well, I don't think Despina will let me cut it all off, but that is the aim, is to get rid of just this last bit of the ends, but that's tomorrow. Probably be in a different vlog. Today is all about Salon Privé. We have arrived to Blenheim Palace. Lovely little Aston DBS there. Some Porsches, lots of Range Rovers, Defenders. Oh, there's the Defender 90. I do like that. And we are heading over. Ali looks exceptionally smart in his Sister and Hicks. Hello. In his Sister and Hicks blazer.
458 Spider.
458 Spider.
Driven one.
Have you? Lovely.
In a Rossa red.
Ooh. Finding where we're going now. Oh, to have a hallway like this in your house. I've just spotted Ali outside, but I'm loving the sage green here and just the walls. Oh, how grand, but still slightly rustic. Anyway, we're gonna head outside. We are currently looking around the new Aston Martin F1. Got to say, not a huge fan. I like the more traditional Aston Martin. This is very supercar, not very me, but very, very lovely, I'm sure, for the right person. Okay, so we are back in the car, and I have to tell you, funny story. So we've arrived, and obviously before we came to the event, we were checking like what the dress code was and things like that, things that you have to wear, etc, etc. It was like Ladies' Day on Friday, so we just wanted to make sure that we had the dress code right, and obviously we were invited, so yeah, and so we've made sure our dress code is perfect, and I've then seen that our tickets were just kind of like the normal standard tickets, and I was like, oh, I'd really like to do the hospitality, so we were going to see if we could like upgrade them to the hospitality, but we never got around to doing it. So we arrived and we were walking around and we were like, this is a bit strange. Like usually for these kinds of events, especially me, like of course I love cars, more so I love classic cars. And there were lots of lovely classic cars to look at, but I love also the experience of these events. So the dining, the drinks, the people watching, the stalls and all of those kinds of things. And we were walking around and I was thinking, this is a bit strange. And we couldn't put our finger on it. And then we were just walking past and we got chatting to some guys that we know when we were looking at some of the classic cars. And we've known him for a while, and he comes up to us and he says, I've got to ask a question, guys. What are you doing here? And we were like, what do you mean? He's like, this is not the day that you're supposed to be here. This is like general admission days, like family day out, like all of the fun and the events were on the other days. And we were like, that explains it, because I've got to be honest, I was going to obviously give you a bit of a debrief. I can't say that I know what the other days, like ladies' days, I'm sure they are absolutely spectacular. Apparently the tickets are £300. That is definitely something that I would pay to do next year to fully experience it. I think I'm going to pop that in my diary as soon as that's announced. But I personally didn't find it as amazing as I thought. Like, you know, the name Salon Privé, I thought it was going to be something different to what it was today. And so I can imagine, knowing what you lot are like, you're probably going to enjoy the ladies' days and the other days that we didn't experience this time. So hopefully I'll get to experience it next year, and we can come and make like a proper wonderful day, because I saw the ladies had like wonderful hats and fascinators and beautiful dresses, and I was so confused, but at least we got to the bottom of it and we understand what we did wrong now, and what when we should actually come next year. So yes, but we just got to look around the most beautiful classic Aston Martin. I actually got to sit inside of it. We got some pictures, and that's my dream car. Like 110% dream car one day. Vintage Aston Martin. They had it in sage green, and then they also had a slightly murkier green. I definitely have the murkier green personally. And no, well, I love the sage, but I think for the car, the murkier green with the tan leather interior, mahogany, dash, and all of that beautifulness to it. So we got some pics in there, and it was really lovely. So now we're going to head for our Sunday roast at Farmhouse. So Mr. Millen Gordon is in the driving seat and changed into something cozier and comfortabler.
Yeah. Well, something that's more appropriate.
You're not allowed to wear a tie at Farmhouse. So yeah, we're going to head off now and go and get some food. When I tell you that I have the most adorable husband, I really, really do. I can't stop smiling. I feel like I want to cry. But when we were driving out of Blenheim Palace, obviously there's lots of people there that are proper like enthusiasts with their cameras. There's little boys that are wanting to see like the lovely cars coming, and a lot of the little boys were going to Ali as he was driving past, like, give it some. And so Ali, obviously with this car you don't have to go very fast to make some very satisfying noises. There's another guy here that we're going past now filming all the cars, and so yeah, Ali like put his foot down a little bit so that it made a really good noise, and they were like, yeah. They're like waving at Ali and stuff like that.
We have to do is driving now, we're doing 40 miles an hour, the car's in 4th gear, and I put it into manual, so if I just drop and it pops, so if I was going 50 mile an hour to 3rd, and then it goes.
See, I don't do that. I just do it in auto. Wow.
So you don't need to accelerate, you just need to change gear.
Right. But anyway, the kids were very, very happy. It was lovely. Well, I am now back home and I'm in a fresh set of Intimissimi pyjamas. I've got the lovely silk dress on underneath the little mini robe. I definitely want this in a longer line. I'm gonna get ready for bed now. It was a lovely, lovely day and we ended up having a roast at Farmhouse. I am stuffed to within an inch of my life. I had the cookie dough, roast, and there's a sausage roll with mustard, and I've never really been into mustard, but that sausage roll gets me every single time. I love it. I am very thirsty, so I'm gonna go and chill on the sofa because tomorrow is a new day, a new week, and hopefully new hair. Well, it is gonna be new hair. I'm taking my stepmom to have her hair done for her birthday, and new other things as well. I have something new arriving on Tuesday and I am very excited. I have waited a very, very long time for this to arrive and it's going to be a very exciting time. So lots of newness. See you in the next vlog. Bye.